Hello and happy Valentine's Day and welcome to Heal Charm Shine. I hope that you're having a beautiful Valentine's Day and I had so much fun doing the love readings, the Valentine special love readings, and I saw such a good response from you guys. I'm so happy that you're liking these readings. So I'm going to do a bunch of more love readings and thank you everyone who has subscribed and thank you so much for the comments. I'm getting some new comments which I'm very much excited about, very happy about. I'm really looking forward to do more such readings and I do hope that you will show me some love by uh, subscribing, by commenting, and by letting me know if what kind of readings are you interested in, if you have any reading request or if you have any feedback. And please pick your pile, and then I'll start with pile number one. Welcome, pile one. In the spirit of Valentine's Day, we are going to check on your long term relationship. We are going to see how it is going to be like, what you are going to, if there is any messages, any information, any guidance which is coming up. Now, maturity. Now, this looks like the ancestral spirit, the spirit of your ancestors. The spirit of your ancestors are going to bless this long-term relationship which you are into or which you are getting into or which you are currently into, and the spirit and ancestors are giving their blessings. We can see a star here as well. So even if you're a star seed, even if you're coming from those star clusters, then those ancestors, the star ancestors, are also giving their blessing. There is so much light. This person, this represents you, are covered with light. So you are definitely, and this person looks so happy, so satisfied. I can see a lot of books. I can see the crystal ball. I can see a beautiful vase. I can see a boat over here. So these books, they represent knowledge. So your really your long term relationship will be a relationship where knowledge is valued, where education is valued, knowledge is valued. If you know about something more than everybody else, then definitely that will be celebrated, that will be valued. And this person is writing, so definitely there might be somebody who is interested in writing in this relationship. There might be a professional writer, an author, or somebody who is studying a lot, like a professor, a teacher who is always studying, a scientist who is related to books, who is related to education, who is related into studies, who has something to do with writing, maybe a songwriter, a creative person. So whatever profession you or your long term partner is, it will be supported in this relationship, will be encouraged, will be valued in this relationship. The crystal ball here talks about being more focused, or being like knowing that where you want to go, or being clear about what your future holds. And uh, looks like this person looks like they know what they are doing, why they are doing. They are very well aware of what the situation is. They are very well balanced, they are stable, they are happy. And the maturity over here tells that there is emotional balance, there is emotional satisfaction. You are not chasing some reality which is not even true, or this relationship does not believe in showing off. This relationship does not believe in putting others down to make yourself feel important. This relationship does not believe in gossipings and taking any part of ideal talks which will add no value in your life. This relationship is completely intelligent. It is completely on track. It is completely blessed by the ancestors. It is blessed by the star ancestors as well, your ancestors as well as the star ancestors as well. This is the relationship which is spiritually, emotionally, and mentally very clear, very balanced. You and your partner both will be spiritually um, like aware, spiritually awakened, and you or your partner, or maybe both, would be interested in journaling, would be interested in gratitude list, and this person looks like they are filled with gratitude, and that is what you and your partner will be. You will be filled with gratitude, we will be filled with love, you will be filled with light, because this person is surrounded by so much light. And this feather represents the angels as well. So the angels are also blessing you and blessing this relationship. This is a beautiful start. This beautiful vase talks about the delicateness, how delicate everybody like every situation is. When we are in a long term relationship, we should be very like very careful while handling other people's emotions. And though emotions are very delicate, it is kept very well within these books, so it is handled very carefully. The emotions of each other are handled very carefully, and we can see the sails of a boat over here. So this relationship might also be a long term relationship where you have to travel to meet each other. And this and maybe she that is why she's writing over here. So maybe you write to each other messages, letters, emails, you send each other information cards. This might be a long distance relationship as well. Maybe due to work, maybe due to some other reason, you are not staying together or you're not in the same place. But still you are very much happy, you are very much satisfied, you are very grounded, you are very aware of your situation, you know how you feel about your person, and you know how your person feels about you as well. So this is a very beautiful card which I can see. And maturity is talking about how this relationship is also going to grow. This relationship isn't going to grow into a mature beautiful relationship. This old person, this old the ancestor also looks very happy, also looks satisfied. They have the same the same emotions like this young person. So definitely you will all have this, you will continue feeling the same about your person even in the old age, and you will get the same response from your person as well. A feeling of satisfaction, a feeling of happiness, a feeling of being where you are supposed to be. You know, when you feel at home with this person, that is the feeling I'm getting, that being at home, you will feel being at home with this person, and you will be very comfortable with them. The chair looks so comfortable, so you're going to be very comfortable with this person. You're going to be very like at peace, completely at home with this person. You will feel that you are at home with this person, even if you keep changing locations, even if you keep traveling, even if you keep moving. This person is your home. Your a place, a building, a house is not your home. This person, being with this person wherever this person is, and your partner will feel the same about you. And that is what I'm feeling from this card. It is a beautiful start. Let's see what else is the long term relationship talking about. Divine masculine, fabulous. Divine masculine, we can see this lion, so Leo. We can see this eagle, so definitely this is the divine masculine is actually the power, the strength, the energy we need to create anything, we need to do anything. The divine masculine has the capacity of moving mountains. And they are we have the sun also here, and they have the emotional stability to take charge, to lead, to become the creative force when you're trying to create something. So what the divine masculine is doing, the divine masculine is being very protective, and they are also very loving and caring. They are protective because they love and care this relationship. They have a pentacle here, so definitely your relationship is going to be abundant. This person looked very satisfied, like they have everything they need. So whatever your needs are is going to be fulfilled. Your divine masculine, the divine masculine energy, I'm not talking about only the male in the relationship, I'm talking about the divine masculine energy. Both of you, The woman, the man, everybody, if it is the same gender sex, everybody has a divine masculine energy within them. So the divine masculine energy within you is going to take care of all your needs, everything you require to live a happy and satisfied life. If I'm not saying that ultra rich or being ultra rich or having a lot of money is the only way you can be happy and satisfied. Whatever you need is getting fulfilled, whatever you require is getting fulfilled. And the divine masculine is also very protective about whatever they everything they have, the house, their partner. If you are having children, if you're having pets, they're going to be very protective with about everything in your life. And I'm going to go more in details with the divine masculine because it is a very beautiful card. It is like very radiant, and I would really like to know more about it. The divine masculine can move mountains yet be incredibly subtle at the same time. He needs to return to the feminine forces regularly to replenish himself. Sorry, I couldn't say that. Which in the past was regarded as weakness, leading to the distorted approach of attempting to dominate or control the feminine. Yet, when he looks around him, he sees that feminine is available in unlimited abundance. You have drawn this card today because your masculine energy needs to create or achieve something, to bring a project through or to fulfill conclusion for the good of all, and let go of the idea that you are weak because you need the nurturing support of the feminine. Look to the things that need to be done in your life. Look to where you are too hard on yourself or exclusively independent, and give your divine masculine permission to work in his magic in his own way. In the olden days, before the in the olden days, when a divine masculine, when the male of the relationship showed any kind of um, dependence on their female, it was considered as weakness. But now the world is becoming more aware. Because of that old thinking, toxic masculinity took started, and patriarchal system started, and people were not happy. The men were not happy. They were facing a lot of emotional issues, and they didn't had a proper outlet to bring it out. But this person, this divine masculine, knows that he can depend on his feminine, he can depend on his woman. He is very well, so like comfortable or very happy or very balanced in his masculinity. He is not a toxic person at all. He knows that his feminine is uh, there to help him take any decisions, or there to help him solve any problems. If he faces any problems, he trusts her completely, and she trusts him completely. So maybe this is a long distance relationship, and the divine masculine, whenever they need any help or they need any support, they turn to them feminine, and they definitely get that help, get that support. Now the eagle also talks about soaring high. So this person is very much uh, focused on achieving their projects, achieving the success in their life, achieving the success in their career. They do understand that their emotions, their relationships is very much where it needs to be. They are very happy, very content with their relationship, with their emotional life, with their personal life, and they are completely focused on their career, on soaring high, on achieving big achievements, on making a name for themselves, on creating a very nice life for themselves and their partner. And that is what they are doing. They are becoming a leader. They are growing in their status. They are growing in their position, and they are very protective about everything they have, including their partner, definitely. And they are looking forward to continue on this relationship, continue on this, and have kids, or three or two kids. And they are very much interested in that. They are very much interested in becoming the father, because divine masculine is a protective, caring, loving person who definitely has the father potential. He's like the emperor, and definitely has the father potential. And that is what I can see in this card. And they are not at all toxic. They completely know that they can rely on their feminine, and it is not a weakness to take support or to take guidance or go to their feminine for any kind of emotional reasons or anything, for any reason, because they know that she is not their weakness. Instead, she is the feminine is their power, the feminine is their strength. They understand that, and that is why they are the divine masculine. They are not a distorted masculine, they are not a toxic masculine. They are divine, they are very balanced. They are exactly how God intended them to be. They know their role in the relationship, and they value the role of their partner in the relationship. Now let's see what else is there. Emotional freedom. Oh, Emperor. We do have Emperor card as well. So definitely somebody who is at a authoritative position, who is a leader, because the lion is the leader of the jungle or the king of the jungle. They are at an authoritative position. Even eagle is a very authoritative or a very high status bird, so they are definitely at a high status, high, or they are aiming for it. If they are not currently, they are aiming for it, they are going towards it, as they know that their emotions, their personal life is very well taken care of. They do not have to worry about their personal life at all. It is exactly how it should be. So they are completely focused on their career. So one of you might be into a corporate world, into somewhere where you keep on in moving upwards on the ladder of success, and one of you might be into a creative field where you can work from home, where you can write from home, where you can blog, where you can have a YouTube channel, where you can create songs, or maybe teach online or something, where you work from home, or a very creative person. So that is how this pair looks like, and that is why there is a proper balance, because one is having like this, he has a shield in his hand, so one is battling out in the outer world, and the other one is taking care of the house and being the very supportive person at home. So that is why it is a balanced relationship. It can be a long distance relationship as well, but even if it is a long distance relationship, you are each other's home. Emotional freedom. This is again a beautiful card, a very beautiful card. And we have another, no, we have an owl. I thought it was an eagle. So we have an owl, we have this unicorn, and we have a rabbit over here, and we can see some snowflakes, some snow. We can see these beautiful wings of the unicorn. We can see these stars and this flag. This looks like the American flag. One of you might be American, and this is what rocket or something. I don't know, I can't see that. And so the owl talks about wisdom, the owl talks about being wise, the owl talks about seeing in the dark. So there is definitely very a lot of wisdom in this, a lot of maturity in this relationship. Somebody is very wise, someone is very studious, someone who has studied a lot and maybe is constantly studying, like doing a PhD or a doctorate or something, who is constantly studying. So someone is very wise, and they have been spiritually wise, because owl also represents your spiritual wisdom, and owl represents all kind of magic and manifestation which you create. So somebody who's spiritually wise believes in manifestation, believes in law of attraction, believes in the universe, believes in the spirit guides, believe in ancestral guidance. So there is somebody who's spiritually very wise, and they believe in magic. Unicorn also represents a magical life, a magical reality. So they definitely believe in magic, and we felt like the parent energy in divine masculine. The divine masculine is interested in having a family. The similar energy is there in with this rabbit as well, because rabbit is about fertility. Now emotional freedom does not mean that you are only thinking about yourself, or you don't care about the other person. Emotional freedom means you and your person, you both are free to continue on the path you feel fit. You or your person do not control each other's thinking, each other's life, your emotion. As you have maturity, as this as you have the like this divine masculine is very balanced, as you have that balance, as you have that maturity, you give each other the complete emotional freedom. You do not force each other, or you do not try to manipulate each other, which a distorted masculine can do. But this is a divine masculine, so there is no manipulation, there is no emotional blackmail, there is no emotional kind of threats, or there is no kind of codependency in this relationship. There is the you both are emotionally free, maybe because you stay at a distance from each other, so you have to handle a lot on your own. But still, even if you are not at a distance, you give each other the required space and the support. You do not try to control each other, you do not try to manipulate each other, which is a beautiful way of being together. It is a healthy dependent relationship, it is not a codependent relationship. So what else we can see in this? The snowflake is also talking about that you two are individually different from each other. Every snowflake is different, so you're very much different from each other, and maybe that is why two different countries you're from, you're individually extremely different from each other. And there is so much flying in this, so maybe you will fly towards each other, like, and the unicorn wings are so beautiful. So definitely there is angelic support in this relationship, there is angelic guidance in this relationship. The hair talks about fertility, so definitely there will be children in this relationship, or maybe pets. But there will be life in this relationship, there will life will come from this relationship, which is beautiful. And there is no kind of deceiving, there is no kind of lies, there is you don't even have time for that. Whatever time you both are doing your work, you both are focused on your own career, on your own life, on developing your own self, on your own personal growth. And whatever time you get for each other, you are completely supportive and loving, and you don't have any time for any gossiping, you don't have any time for any manipulation or any drama. There is no drama in this relationship, which is so beautiful. And there is no controlling, no manipulation. And that is what the emotional freedom is talking about. Each of you will feel free to think, speak, and act authentically while sharing the uniqueness of your experience with each other. This generates a feeling of mutual support, care, and understanding. We definitely felt that energy, mutual support, care, and understanding with the divine masculine, and leads to an amazing freedom that celebrates the truth of who you are. So you both value freedom, you both definitely value freedom, and that is what you had in your mind when you got in this relationship. And you were very clear about it, very clear with each other, that this is what you want, and this is what you are ready to give as well. You have drawn this card today because deep down you still believe or fear that being in a loving relationship will compromise your personal autonomy and emotional freedom. No matter how much you desire love and commitment, on one hand, there is a part of you that hold backs because of this old feeling. Maybe this was your past experience where you felt that when you get involved with someone, you lose your freedom, or you become dependent on them, or they become dependent on you. So this was a past fear in your mind, which I cannot see in this relationship. So if it was in your past, it is not going to be in your future, because that energy is not there. Maybe you were not with the divine masculine, male or female, you were not with the divine counterpart, you were with somebody who was manipulative or who was controlling. And maybe that is what is your fear. But here the cards are saying that no, you will have the emotional freedom you desire. Alternately, if you are already in a relationship, it's time to acknowledge that your partner is really not really limiting or suppressing you. No one can truly control you. So this card is suggesting that it's time to reclaim your power, make healthier choices for yourself, and act upon it. So definitely this card is also telling that you and your person will reclaim their power and make healthy choices. You and your person is not going to be dependent on each other, not going to control each other, which is a beautiful way to about this relationship. And infinite abundance, yes, we did felt the abundance uh, earlier. An infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. So as one of you, I said one of you is very spiritual. There is a lot of spiritual support. We already saw the spiritual support in this ancestral spirit. We also saw spiritual support here when I saw the owl. So definitely there is a lot of spiritual support which is supporting you. You will have infinite abundance, you will have abundance, a very comfortable life with this person. And any obstacles which is coming in you and your person's way are getting removed, are being removed. And you are, and your connection is increasing, your connection with the divine, your connection with each other, your connection with the ancestral spirits, your connection with star spirits, your connection with animal guides, it's increasing. Let's see what else. Ascension, move into your true self, rise above darkness, and the light is here. Now, this looks like the divine masculine itself. Move into your true self. So you both can be your true self. That is the beauty of this relationship. You have emotional freedom, so you don't have to change yourself in any way. Nobody is going to try to change the other person in this relationship, which is beautiful. You can be your true self. Rise above darkness. The light is here. There is a lot of light. This looks like the sun. There are these wings, so there is freedom, and there is a lot of light in this relationship. We have sun over here as well. There is abundance, there is light. And the this card, there is an infinity symbol, and we have this infinite abundance. So definitely there are infinite possibility, infinite abundance in this relationship. You will not lack anything, not lack money, not lack emotional support, not lack happiness, not lack love. There is no lack in this relationship. It is completely very satisfied and a very happy relationship. Move into your true self, rise above darkness. The light is here, and there is a lot of light as well. There is a lot of guidance from the universe, guidance from the divine. There is a lot of light and happiness, and the guidance which you yourself is studying and achieving and getting because you are into studies, you're into spirituality. And if you don't journal, this card is telling me to journal. Like, you should journal, you should keep writing, even if this is not your reality right now, even if this is not there in your life right now. You need to start being thankful for this, because this is coming. Journal about it, start writing gratitude list, start journaling, start writing whatever comes in your mind. Do definitely check out how you can journal, what you can do, and keep doing that every day. Start doing it daily. It will help you definitely in bringing in this into reality. Sky Father. Now this also looks like the Sky Father. Sky Father, and we have another eagle. Wow, soaring high. Trust in the unknown. So that is what I felt, that even if it is not your reality right now, even if you are not in this long term relationship right now, still the Sky Father, the ancestral spirit, the God, the divine is telling you to trust in the unknown, that this is coming. You have to trust in the God, you have to trust in the universe, you have to trust in your ancestors. This is coming in your reality. The Hierophant, you will get married to this person. This long term relationship is going to turn into a traditional marriage. And why not? Why wouldn't you get married to this fabulous person? Why wouldn't you like to convert this relationship into an official married relationship? Because this is a perfectly balanced relationship. This relationship has everything. So definitely you're going to get married to this relationship. Hierophant is also spiritually wise. So I felt that you are spiritually wise. In the owl, in this card, I did feel that one of you, or both of you, are spiritually wise. This also talks about religious beliefs. So as I felt that you might come from two different countries. We saw the American flag over here, and we have India over here, we have Egypt over here. So you might come, and this feels like European countries or Canada. So we this feels like Africa. So we do have we also have Egypt. So Africa is covered, but other African countries like South Africa and all. So we do definitely we do have multi country different country people over here. So whatever it is, maybe you are from two different religions as well, and you do value each other's religion because you have this emotional freedom to follow any religion, any beliefs you want. You are not going to try to force someone to follow your religion. You both are going to value each other's religion. You both are going to celebrate with each other. What else I can see? Yeah, it is going to turn into marriage. This is going to be, you are definitely marrying. This card also feels like marriage for me because this looks like the groom going to bring his bride home. So this also, the Six of Wands also feels like marriage to me. But Six of Wands is also about success. This person is so devoted to their success. This also talks about public recognition, progress, self-confidence. Both of you are self-confident. Both of you are successful in your own career. Both of you are aware where you want to do, where you want to go, what you want to do. And wow, 10 of Pentacles, this is everything which I felt already in this cards, that you have this relationship has everything: wealth, financial security, family. You will have a family because we saw that in the hair. You will have a family, you will have long-term success. This talks about both your professional success as well as your personal success. And this there is an elderly person over here, so you will have your elders blessings as well, like the ancestors blessing we saw, like the sky father we see. You will definitely have your elders blessing as well, the elders in your family, your ancestors blessing as well. There is loyalty. When we see the dogs, we can see loyalty, happiness, fun loving, devotion, which this relationship will be. We have children over here, so definitely you may have children with this person as well. And this is the complete happiness. This is one of my favorite minor arcana cards. This is success, a successful relationship. This is a successful life which you will have with this person. And Emperor, we already felt the Emperor energy in divine masculine. Emperor is authoritative, established structure, a father figure. You or your person might be Aries. The signs which I can see over here are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because we have Aries, we have Leo, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and we have Pentacles, so Virgo, Capricorn. So these are the signs which I can see over here, and this is the reading which I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This is a beautiful relationship. I hope it comes into your reality as soon as possible, and I hope you value what you have and be thankful for it. Start journaling because it's going to help you create this reality. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Welcome, pal 2. Let's see how your long-term relationship will be like. Sexuality. Oh my god. Wow. So your relationship is very passionate, very loving, and I can see there's maple leaves, the leaves changing, the color changing. So definitely there is this is going to evolve. It may start like a fresh, like start with inexperience, like young, youthful, but it is going to evolve into a mature, passionate relationship. And there is transformation. There is stars and moon over here. So moon talks about your subconscious mind. Moon talks about your emotions. So this is very emotionally connected relationship, as well as it is definitely physically, because we have the card, sexuality card, but it is also emotionally connected as well. And we have this beautiful flower. Now look at this flower. It is so open, it is so beautiful. So you will be very open with each other. You will have a beautiful relationship. It is so delicate, so you will be very delicate with each other. You will handle each other with care. And the stars which are running here, they are like talking about like this feels like multiple orgasms to me. So this relationship is filled with multiple orgasms. This relationship is filled with being very satisfied physically. And we have the feather over here. The feather is talking about angels, so angelic presence is there in this relationship. The heart over here on the heart chakra is talking about a healed heart chakra, like a complete heart chakra which is healed, which is whole, which is no more in pain, which is no more in any kind of dissatisfaction. It is completely satisfied, it is completely healed, it is uh, completely happy. Where it is a satisfied person, a beautiful person, a very happy person is there. And that is how you're going to feel in this relationship. And this relationship is going to be very nurturing. The open breast over here, the naked breast over here is talking about being very nurturing. It's going to be very nurturing. It's going to nurture your soul. It's going to make you feel beautiful. It's going to make you feel attractive. It's going to make you feel very well devoted and very well happy and satisfied. And it's going to make you feel wanted, which is very important in a relationship. You need to get that feeling of being wanted by your partner. That is what makes you confident in the relationship. That is what makes you happy in the relationship. And it is a beautiful relationship and a beautiful physically satisfied and physically extremely active relationship, which I can see over here, a very passionate relationship. So let's see what else is coming in the long-term relationship. Dating, yes, that is why we have the sexuality, because you are into this honeymoon phase. So this is the honeymoon phase which is happening. So right now the a lot of like physical attraction, and you cannot see anything beyond each other. Like you can't keep your hands off each other, you can't keep your eyes off each other. You are into this dating and honeymoon phase, you are into that. Or if you're not currently, you're going to get into this dating and honeymoon phase, celebrating Valentine's Day, making every day like be celebrating every day like a Valentine's Day, giving each other flowers or appreciating each other. And this looks like the Romeo and Juliet balcony. So you're going to definitely be teased of being somebody like Romeo and Juliet. And you may even go to movies or plays together. And you will enjoy one of you is definitely into arts, is definitely into acting or plays or theater. And uh, maybe into flower design, maybe into fashion design. Something very creative is there. A very creative one of you is a very creative person, and the other one appreciates the art. The other one appreciates what they create, what they do. And there is so much greenery. So this is a very fresh relationship, a very new relationship, a relationship just which is just started, or it's going to start in your reality. And the roses over here is talking about all the beauty and all the beautiful smell, the scent of the rose. It talks about all the sweet memories you're creating together. This is a time when you create a lot of memories. You're going through a lot of firsts: first date, first dinner, first the time you get together physically, first kiss, first date, everything. A lot of firsts you are going through, first gift to each other. So a lot of firsts are happening right now. It's a very fresh energy, a very young energy. Even if you're not young at by age, you're feeling young at heart. You're feeling like a teenager. You're feeling like you are uh, like young again. You're being swift off your feet. You're getting um, all kind of goosebumps and all kind of butterflies in your stomach and all those kind of, yeah, kind of feelings which people get when they initially fall in love. This is your initial stage of falling in love. This long term relationship is at the beginning stage, the beautiful honeymoon phase right now. This looks very romantic, this looks very sweet. Maybe this started in this Valentine's Day, or it is going to start very soon in your life. It is coming, this is coming, this is beautiful, and this is going to turn into a long term relationship. That's why it feels so nice to know. Do keep a lot of memories, do keep a lot of pics and photographs and all, because you're going to look at that and celebrate that in years to come. So definitely keep a lot of what mementos or something, some in about with your, with whoever you're dating right now, because it is going to turn into a long term relationship. Let's see, divine feminine. Oh wow, we had divine masculine in the pile one, so you definitely have to check pile one. Again, we can see a open breast over here, so it is a very nurturing, a very life giving, a complete like you satisfy each other's soul, you nurture each other emotionally, physically, you nurture each other. You help each other. Now there is a parrot over here, so one of you is very talkative. Maybe the person who's into art, who's into drama, who's into theater is very talkative, and they talk a lot, and the other one is the quiet one. Maybe one of you is very chatty, and or you, when you get excited, when you get happy, you keep talking without even making any sense, you just keep on talking. Or whenever you get nervous, you keep on talking or something. One of you has that tendency. um, the red and green is prominent over here. Maybe red or green is your favorite sign, and this divine feminine and this looks same, they are the same woman. So so one of you is has the divine feminine energy. Do check out divine masculine, which was the first pile, but it was a more mature pile. So this is like the starting of the relationship, and that is like the mature level of the relationship when you decide to settle down and start a family. So pile one is that stage of your relationship, and this is the starting dating stage of your relationship. Now let's see what else is there. See, there is a lot of growth. This is the Empress card, so there is a lot of growth which is happening. Every it is a growing, this relationship is growing. We have the moons in both these cards, so there is definitely emotional balance in this relationship, or emotionally you're getting satisfied, emotionally you're getting celebrated and supported. And this is something which is helping you connect with your emotions. And the fruits over here is talking that this relationship will definitely turn into a fruitful relationship. You will definitely have pets or children with each other. And do check out pile 1, because this pile 1 is the stage 2 of your relationship. This is the stage 1, the initial phase, the phase of dating, the phase of honeymoon period. And the pile 1 is your mature phase, when you start thinking about marriage, start thinking about settling down, start thinking about starting a family. That is that is your pile 1. So let's see what else is there. One of you has tattoos, one of you is extremely uh, into fashion, into body art, into makeup, and the other one is like down to earth, would like to be very natural. And divine feminine is very nurturing, she is very supportive. So this energy, then that energy is there in this pile, that you, one of you is like, or this entire relationship is pretty nurturing, it's supportive, it's going to help you grow, it's going to help you become the person you want to become. You will support each other's career, you will support each other's financial life, as like the professional life as well, with the personal life. The divine feminine is the vital force from which all the other life emerges. That is what we are seeing in this card. All the other life is emerging from the divine feminine. And it works toward a win-win outcome in every situation. The divine feminine always looks at the win-win situation, or she works towards the uh, works towards the achievements of everyone, she supports everyone. So this energy is very strong in this pile, which is very good. All things creative, sensual, nurturing belong in the feminine realm, so indulge that with awareness of as a way to express your delight. Make commitment to listen to, trust and act upon your intuition more today and every day. Yes, you can definitely listen to this. The talkative person needs somebody who will listen to them, because they felt that no, they were not listened to earlier, and this divine feminine is going to give them the outlet, give them the uh, freedom to talk and to share whatever they want to share, so that they will become happy, they can release their burden, they can become emotionally satisfied by sharing everything they want to share. And being with a talkative person is really a blessing, because you know that that person is not going to hide anything from you. You know that that person is not going to create any kind of like those insecure feelings that they don't want to share everything with you. This a talkative person will love to share everything with you, which is very good actually. You have drawn this card today because your heart and intuition are calling out to you, urging you to trust your feminine energy more and more. Take a few minutes to complete the exercise below. There is some exercise which is given. We are not going to go in that. The divine feminine is returning to us all once more after thousands of years of dominance by distorted masculine. She is characterized by qualities such as nurturing behavior, which we already felt in both these cards, that it is a nurturing relationship, a nurturing behavior, and caring, patience, acceptance, trust, going with the flow, harmony, natural cycles, sharing, communal, cooperation, healing. This is all the energy which I'm getting from this relationship. It is a beautiful start of a beautiful relationship, a long-term relationship, and you are currently at the initial dating phase, which is filled with adventure, which is filled with pleasure, which is filled with lot of romance, which is filled with lot of gifts and a lot of beautiful moments which you would remember for a long, long time. And do check out pile 1, because pile 1 definitely is like the phase 1 of this relationship, phase 2 of this relationship. Unleash the wild within. That is how you're going to feel. You're going to have a mark on each other's heart. You're going to have a mark on each other, and you're going to unleash the wild within. You are going to become the person you are meant to be. Your throat chakra will be highly active. You are going to unleash yourself. You will feel the freedom like never before. You will be completely free to be yourself. Wolf is a very strong spiritual guide, so definitely you can pray to Wolf. You can call upon Wolf spirit and ask them to help you connect with this person if this person is not there in your life right now. If this person is already with your life, then you know that this is the person I'm talking about. If you feel completely free with them, if you can be your wild self, if you can be anything you want to be, and they will not judge you, or they will not stop you, or they will not control you. They will in fact support you becoming your wild self, someone you are internally, someone you are passionate about. If you're passionate about singing, if you're passionate about movies, about theater, they will help you do that. If you're passionate about dance, they will support you, they will help you do it. They're not going to stop you from being yourself, being your true self. And that is the biggest power, that is the biggest freedom you can get with anyone. When you can be your true self, when you can be as crazy as you want, as wild as you want, and they will still love you, they will still support you, and they will love to watch all your craziness, all your wildness, everything. They will love to see that in you, and they will value you. And this small moon looks like it turned into full moon. So this is the initial phase, the new moon phase, the honeymoon phase of your relationship, which is going to turn into a long term beautiful phase, which will be full of light, which will be full of emotions, which will be full of support. And one of you might be a Pisces or a water sign, because I'm getting that Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. So one of you might be that, a water sign, or have your sun, moon, or rising in water sign. The divine director, one of you is definitely into theater, movies, or something, or is interested in, or want to goes into that kind of professional career. Divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. You are being guided towards this energy. You are being guided towards this person. You are being guided how you can live this life, how you can create this reality. You are getting that guidance from the divine, and the divine director is helping you. The divine director channels all angels to help you, to help people, or to help um, us live our life, live our, or bring our purpose into reality. He definitely believes that the happiness is your purpose. Divine wants us to experience happiness, and this relationship feels like true happiness. This relationship feels like a lot of pleasure, lot of happiness. So definitely the divine director is helping you connect with this person. He is controlling, he is operating, he is making a lot of things behind the scenes which you cannot understand right now. It is all happening behind the scenes, it is all happening in your behalf. The entire universe is coming together for this relationship. Now you might be watching a lot of feathers or a lot of synchronicities, repeating numbers, or getting some messages through songs, through dialogues, through movies, through dreams, through books. You might be getting some messages about this which the divine director is sending your way. The divine director is guiding you. You are getting a lot of downloads, you're getting the proper guidance, how you should go ahead, what you should do. And the divine director is here to help you achieve this relationship, which is beautiful, because we definitely need the help and support of the universe. We definitely need help and support of our angels, of our spirit guides, to achieve something so massive, so beautiful. Gemini, one of you is Gemini, because this card always reminds me of Gemini. And sacred vision, chosen to forgive in order to heal, see the light, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. You were disappointed in a previous relationship where you were not satisfied, where you were not happy, where you were not free to be yourself, where you were restricted from from following your passion, from answering your call. You were restricted, you were controlled, you were manipulated, you were not satisfied, you were not happy in a previous relationship. You need to forgive that person, you need to forgive that relationship, you need to forgive yourself for being in that relationship, and you need to let go so that you can bring in this new relationship, so that you can see the light in all. You should see the light in whatever you experienced. See the silver lining in whatever dark cloud was there in your life, in the past of your life, because that dark cloud, that darkness, that pain, that disappointment will help you value this new energy which is coming in, and see the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. When you find this new person, you will understand that there is no boundaries to love, there is no limitation to love you, and there is no boundaries on you as well. You can be your wild self, you can be whatever you want to be, your passionate self. If you are very talkative, you can be the talkative person. If you love singing, you can be that. You If you love dancing, you can be that. You can be the wild person. The feathers over here is talking about all your angel support which are happening. The wolf is talking about the animal ancestors, the animal support which is happening. Star, Aquarius. One of you is going to be or is already a star in theaters, a star in movies, a star. I don't know. I'm getting that energy. I'm not saying that you are dating a celebrity. You may also, I really don't know. But I'm getting that energy that one of you is a star in their profession, star in their relationship. They like to be on stage. They like to be in front of a spotlight, in front of crowd. They like to perform, they are a performer, they are a star. Aquarius energy. So star is also about hope, faith, purpose. Happiness is your purpose. The divine director did remind you that happiness is your purpose. Star is also about renewal. So this is a complete renewal energy, a complete new energy which is coming. This energy is going to help you wash away all the bad feelings, all the pain, all the troubles you went through. And this star is also about spirituality, and you're becoming more spiritual, you're becoming the divine feminine. You are answering your inner voice, you're answering your inner call, you're answering your inner self, you're hearing the calls of your higher self, your spirit guides. You're becoming more wild, you're becoming more spiritual. So definitely the star also tells about that. And one of you is definitely in front of a spotlight, or on stage, or in front of a camera. One of you is definitely a star. If it is not, then you are very well celebrated in your profession. If not the traditionally star, as we see the celebrity, the traditionally star, but you are very much celebrated in your profession. In your profession, you're valued, you're celebrated, which is also beautiful. So many stars here, so many stars here. Aquarius. Lovers, we felt Gemini, and Gemini came out. Lovers. So, and sexuality is also about the lovers energy, so definitely. And we have the angels over here, we have the sun shining bright, so there is this harmony, this choice. You will have a choice to either stay in that old energy where you were not valued, where you were not free, or you have a choice to move into this new energy. Definitely you're going to move into this new energy, because this new energy is beautiful. This new energy will give you a long term beautiful relationship. And this is guided by the angels, as we saw in the divine director. This is guided by the angels. The director also made me felt that it is something related to theater, movies, music videos, or something related, where director the director behind the camera works, that kind of position. Or might also be a director in an organization, a star in the organization. You know, the top managements, you always have a star, somebody who's very good at their job, and people like to be around them, and people value them, like a very good salesperson, a very good top manager, a boss, a star. So whatever, so some one of you or both of you are very good in their job, are celebrated, are valued in their job, in their work environment. So the lovers is about harmony, about values, about alignment, about being at the same level, valuing each other, a pure balance. This is about a beautiful relationship. This is about love. This is about pure love, divine love, unified love. So this is a beautiful Gemini energy, a beautiful energy, which is very well balanced. And what else? High priestess, the divine feminine we already have, which is high priestess. So high priestess is intuition, sacred knowledge. So one of you is very spiritual, as we can see this, you know, the wild card, the wolf card. One of you is very much spiritual, so extremely spiritual. Might also be traditionally religious as well, but one of you believes in the higher self, believes in the god, believes in the angels, believes in the law of attraction. Very spiritual person. And at least one of you is, if not both. And we have this ace of sword. We have three major arcanas. This is a very strong relationship, a very powerful relationship. Three major arcanas and one minor arcana. So definitely a very strong relationship, a very beautiful, a very powerful relationship. And do check out phase of pile 1 to understand the next phase of this relationship. This is the starting phase, this is the dating period, this is the new phase, the new just starting phase of your relationship. And pile 1 is the next phase of your relationship, sorry. And what is ace of swords? Ace of sword is about your mental clarity, about breakthrough, about new ideas, about success. So if you were not free to choose your own thinking pattern, to choose what is good for you, to be your wild self, to unleash the wild within you, to become the sexually expressive as you are. If you were restricted in your old relationship, in your new relationships you will get the clarity. You will understand that what is good for you. You will understand how you can demand your own freedom. You will feel the freedom. Freedom was also very powerful in pile 1, so do check it out. I am strongly suggesting you to check out pile 1 because it looks like the next phase of your amazing relationship. And the signs which I saw over here was water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and air signs, because we have a sword over here, Gemini, Libra, and we already had Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We already had Aquarius. So these are the signs which I can see. And definitely I can see a very passionate, extremely passionate wolf. Is also very passionate, the way this she wolf is howling towards the moon. So you're going to keep getting attracted, you're going to keep getting mesmerized with each other. The way this she cannot escape the moon the same way. You're not going to escape each other's like you cannot escape each other's call towards each other. You cannot escape that attraction. You cannot escape that wild you're going to have a very wild, passionate, romantic life. Extremely wild, extremely passionate. You are going to explore each other in all way possible, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're going to explore each other in all the way possible. You're going to be completely united. You'll be like the souls of your souls will be united. You will feel the kind of pleasure, the kind of attraction, the kind of relationship which you never felt before. You will feel like you were meant to be with this person only and no one else. You will understand what divine union is. You will understand what soulmate is, what twin flame is, what divine relationship is. You will understand that. That is what I can see in this relationship. Do check out pile 1. Pile 1 has your phase 2, what how your relationship will grow and how it will become when you move out of the dating period and start getting into the commitment period, the marriage period. That you will check, you can see in pile 1. So do let me know what you think about this reading, and I'll see you in my next one. Welcome pile 3. Let's see what your long-term relationship will be like. Connection. Wow, beautiful. Look at this card. So beautiful. These two are so much in love. There is music which is playing around. There is champagne over here. There is a beautiful sunset, and which is happening. It's a beautiful beach. This looks like they are enjoying their time together. We can see a love letter over here, and there are these beautiful trees, so these flowers, so much beauty in this card. Beach destination is always so romantic. So this might be your honeymoon, or this might be your vacation where you will go with your future, your this person, your future, maybe your future spouse or your current partner, or whoever this long term relationship is. There are romantic songs which are playing in this uh, over here, which is so beautiful, so nice. Romantic music which is going on, and the connection talks about being able to connect with someone, being able to talk with someone, being able to be with someone in the way you can be, in the way you want to be. Like, you don't have to change yourself. You don't have to pretend that you are somebody else when you are with this person, because you have this beautiful connection with them, where you can be yourself, where you can relax, where you can enjoy. This entire energy is all about being relaxed, all about enjoying yourself and enjoying the other person in your life, being true to yourself. And the letter over here is like this romantic letter over here is saying that you can express all your feelings to each other. You don't have to hide anything, or you don't have to pretend that you are someone else, or you're something else, or you don't have to feel that you cannot feel connected with this person. For a relationship to thrive, both parties need to feel appreciated and understood. Both of them are feeling appreciated and understood in this relationship, in this connection. This is a perfect connection. And there is true connect this is a true connection. There is excellent communication. As humans being, we frequently believe that we have communicated something clearly and that the other person understands what we want. All too often we find that this is not the case. For a relationship to thrive and for both parties to feel appreciated and understood, a deep sense of connection and non-judgmental communication is essential. That is what I felt, that there is no judgment in this relationship. You are free to be yourself. You can be, do, and completely live as you want. There is no judgment, there is no restrictions, there is no that kind of feeling where you cannot be yourself, or you are not aligned with them. You are completely aligned with them, which is a most beautiful relationship. This is a true connection, a beautiful connection. And that is how you're going to feel. You're going to feel that you are always in this peaceful place. There is no sense of worry, there is no sense of panicness or hurry, or that you have to complete something, or you have to finish something, or you have to give any explanations. That sense is not at all there. Okay, what else is there? uh, your heart yearns for this beautiful connection. You wanted this connection, you wanted a meaningful connection where you can have communication, where you can be yourself, where you can unleash your wild side, which was there in pile 2. Unleashing your wild self, your wild side. You don't feel restricted. If this is a new relationship we are trying to manifest, then be sure to spend some time considering how you will connect and communicate with this person coming into your life. So you can always visualize or journal about it, because we have this letter. So you can journal about this. You can write love letters for your future person, even if they are not there in your life right now. You can still practice or write a love letter to this person and express everything you want in this connection, because that is a law of attraction tool which you can use to bring in this person, to manifest this person. In an exciting relationship, consider the areas in which you withhold your sharing and merely listen, tolerating until you can have your say. So if there is, so in traditionally old relationships, or in not where the connection is not good, when the balance is not good, people don't understand the art of listening. They just keep quiet till they get a chance to speak. This is not that relationship. Here you even don't have to speak with each other. You can be quiet and still understand what each other feels. You are completely so um, aligned with each other that you are completely at the same wavelength. You are so well balanced and so well appreciated. The best part is that you appreciate each other. Although this place is filled with beauty, they are just looking into each other's eyes, because they appreciate each other. They want to only be with each other, which is so beautiful. Be prepared to speak about yourself, your life, beliefs, dreams, and feelings in a meaningful depth. What do you believe in? What do you stand for? What you are passionate about? What gifts would you like to share with the world? When you are prepared to reveal your truth to another, your connection will deepen and become so much more fulfilling. Your connection is deepening, your connection is becoming fulfilling. If you do not have this connection right now, you can definitely manifest it by journaling, by writing love letters to goddess Venus, by writing love letters to this future person who's coming in. That is a way you can manifest. So connection is one way, true connection, a beautiful connection. Inner peace. I am enough journal. This person is literally journaling. This person is literally writing everything she feels about herself. Everything. I am enough. I am beautiful. I am happy. I am grateful. Whatever you feel, you can journal. This is what I felt in the first card as well. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, whatever is your reality right now, you can journal about it. You can express gratitude towards it. You are right now satisfied, you are right now well fed, you are right now happy, you are right now in a position where you can live a comfortable life. You have everything you require. You are financially stable. You are physically stable. You are becoming enlightened, you are becoming spiritual. You believe in the universe, you believe in your emotional side, your subconscious mind, your higher mind, higher self. You believe in the divine. You believe in your star ancestors, you believe in your ancestors, you believe in spiritual guidance, you believe in ancient knowledge, and you are using all these tools to create the reality you want. You are one with the inner peace. You're one with yourself. You have inner peace. You are peaceful, you're happy, you're satisfied. You are ready to welcome this new energy. You are ready to welcome this new love. What else I can see for the inner peace? Know that you are unique and valuable. Be yourself and attract the love specially created for you. When you become yourself, when you value yourself, when you celebrate yourself, you attract the love which is created for you by the divine. You are created by the divine. The divine has created you in your own unique way, with your own likes and dislikes, with your own pluses and minuses, with your own positive points and negative points. The divine created you in a way so that you can become the perfect connection for someone who also the divine created. So you need to value yourself. You need to understand that you are unique. You don't need to pretend to be someone else, because that is not the way you can attract your perfect match. You need to value yourself. You need to be very happy with the way God has created you, the way divine has created you, because you have been created with a purpose in mind, a purpose, and that is by being yourself. You will definitely bring in this connection. And there is this journal. This woman is literally writing in a journal, which I just said in that first card. You need to journal, you need to write, you need to manifest this reality in your life by giving gratitude to everything you have, and by writing beautiful love letters, or uh, by writing what you want in your relationship, by creating that imaginary world. Imagine that whatever you will write, this is a magic journal, you have a magic pen in your hand. Imagine that whatever you're going to write in that journal is going to come true, and then you start writing. That is a very powerful law of attraction tool. It will help you create the reality you want. You have drawn this card today because the universe is urging you to value your um, uniqueness and consider that you are enough. Everyone feels that they could do or be or achieve more. It's great to have goals or to strive to improve yourself, and being the best you can be is a genuinely powerful way to live. The trick is to live it from a place of excitement and willingness to discover what possible for you, not because you're compensating for feeling less. It should be excitement. If you want to achieve something, there should be excitement. There should not be any pressure. If you want to achieve this relationship, this connection, then you should be excited to about it. You should not feel that, oh my god, I'm lonely, all my friends are getting married, everybody has a partner, I don't have a partner. That pressure, that anxiety, that negative feeling, that negative energy cannot manifest this beautiful connection. To have this beautiful connection, you need to be grateful, you need to be excited, you need to be happy, you need to be in a positive state of mind. For that, you will have to realize that you're enough. Whatever you have right now is enough. Whatever you have right now is good, and you need to appreciate everything you have. Realizing that you are enough the way you are takes time, spiritual awareness, and emotional maturity was there in pile 1. And definitely there the energies are so similar in pile 1, 2, and 3. And what else? Really listen to people when they pay you a compliment. Don't deflate or diminish it. If somebody gives you a compliment, don't diminish it, don't devalue it. Appreciate it, listen to it, say thank you. Don't say, oh no, it's not really that good. No, don't diminish anything. Be grateful for it. Be listen to it. That is how the universe is talking to you. That is how the universe is reminding you to be happy, to be grateful, to value yourself. Remind yourself daily that everything in the universe, every snowflake, every tree, every flower, and every person has a place. You're meant to be you, and you are enough the way you are. Snowflake, and a snowflake was there in pile 1. I am getting the feeling that you will connect with pile 1. If you are into a initial stage of dating, like initially dating or initially meeting a new person, then you can check pile 2. But if you are in a more mature place, where you are committed, already committed to someone, married to someone, or thinking about marriage, thinking about settling down, thinking about having kids. If you are in a more mature phase of the relationship, then you can check pile 1. So initial stage, dating stage, pile 2, settling down, mature stage, pile 1. Do check it out because the energies are similar. What else is there? Spiritual maturity. Maturity was there in pile 1, and spiritual was there in pile 2, I guess. Spiritual maturity, let's see what spiritual maturity is. Spiritual maturity is honoring your spiritual growth, and that your beloved is vital for a loving relationship. You both are spiritually aware, you both are spiritually aligned. That is why you both are ascending, you both are becoming more spiritual awake, you're awakening, you're becoming awakened, you're growing together, you're evolving together, you're awakening together. So that is what I can see over here. You both are ascending. The moon over here talks about your emotions. The moon is there in this card as well. So Pisces energy is there. Let's see what else. And the third eye chakra, the like the tip of this mountain looks like the third eye. So your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, your solar chakra definitely needs alignment. You will have to align all your chakras to become spiritually mature. And what else? Have the courage to explore beyond the belief and ideals that were landed to you as a child, and be willing to take whatever steps are necessary to mature yourself. When you do this, you will attract the best person for you. If you are in an exciting existing relationship, you can open doors to many new exciting possibilities for you and your partner to enjoy. So you're being called to become courageous, to explore your spirituality, to becoming more spiritual, to aligning with the divine, to start meditating, to start journaling, to start practicing law of attraction. An understanding of each other beliefs and feelings can be released through respect and mindful conversation. You will have that mindful conversation because we already had the connection card. Ask your prospective or existing partner that their beliefs are never assumed. Create a space in a relationship for spiritual maturity to flourish. I had this each other's belief, each other's religion kind of cards of if you belong to two different countries, two different places, two different cultures, then that energy was present in pile 1. So you can definitely resonate with pile 1. Spiritually mature people endure to think for themselves because the maturing process actually requires that we question what our family and culture teaches us until we come to our own center of belief and spiritual truth. Being spiritually mature means that you can accept another person's view while being able to choose the best match for yourself wisely. A spiritually mature person doesn't have all the answers to life, the universe, and everything, but at the very least, they will give these topics some consideration. So you don't have answers right now, but you are looking for them, you are studying, you will always be a student of spirituality. There is no end to the studies of spirituality. You will always keep looking for the right answers, looking to improve yourself, looking to grow and become more spiritually mature. You believe in reincarnation, karma, higher forces, law of attraction, guides, spirit guides, angels, ancestral guidance. You believe in a higher energy, a higher God, or someone who has higher powers. Only one opportunity, and honoring your own spiritual growth and that of your beloved is vital for a loving relationship. You will definitely value each other's beliefs, each other's religion, each other's thoughts about spirituality, about life, about religion, about everything. Okay. This was there in pile 1 as well. We had the divine masculine in pile 1. So I'm getting a strong sense of pile 1. But if you are in a starting phase dating, initial phase of dating, then you can check pile 2. but I'm getting strong feeling of pile 1. So one of you is a very authoritative person, take charge with authority, wants takes charge, leads, is an emperor, is at a higher position in their work, is climbing the ladders of their work, is doing very well in their organization, established, a father figure, a structured person, a very person who values time management, who values a fixed schedule, who takes very good care of their health. So that I can see in one of you, the divine masculine energy. And holy amethyst, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Yes, focus on what you desire. That is what I said in the journal card. You should focus on what you want. You should write only about that what you desire, what you want. Like it is a magic book which will grant all your wishes. So write only about what you wish, what you desire. Move beyond your current challenges. Focus only on what you want. And if you have amethyst, you can definitely keep an amethyst with you, wear it, or keep it under the pillow, or hold it while you meditate, because the amethyst is will help you manifest. The amethyst will help you become the divine alchemist. The amethyst will help you create the reality you want. And the she I don't know how to pronounce this. Shaynak, I don't know, I'm sorry. This is sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So you are becoming free, you are becoming peaceful. You understand your inner, you have inner peace. You understand how valuable you are. When you understand that, you will become very well aligned. Your emotions will be balanced. You will value yourself. You will feel like you like you have a spotlight on you. You will be at peace with yourself. You will stop finding faults in yourself. You will understand your own value, your sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gift, dance to the rhythm, sacred rhythm of life. They both are dancing to the rhythm of their love, to the rhythm of their life. You are being called. So before this connection comes in, if you are alone right now, dance to your own rhythm, dance to your own life. If you are literally into dancing, express your gift, show that talent, express it, unleash your gifts, unleash your spirit. If whatever gifts you have been given by the universe, any talent, any be it music, be it dancing, be it writing, because we have so much writing, be it any kind of songwriting, anything, whatever you have been gifted by the universe, you need to unleash that. You need to release that. You need to work on that, because that is going to help you come into spotlight. That is going to help you become successful. That might even make you famous. That might even make you very rich. So you definitely need to express your gifts, you or your person. One of you is very creative and is very good in that. Wheel of Fortune, this relationship will be like a complete new phase of your life. It is going to bring in good luck. This is a karmic reward. This is a complete this is a life cycle. You have felt this relationship, felt this connection in many lifetimes. That's why you have this this spiritual maturity. This is your destiny. This person is your destiny. This relationship is your destiny. This is a turning point in your life. Your life will be completely changed when this person comes in. Change for the better, change for the good. You will find inner peace. You will find harmony. You will find a beautiful connection. This thus feels like the Lover's card. So pile 2 is also connected with this. Queen of Wands, passion, independence, confidence, courage, social butterfly, determination. This is your energy. You're being called to become more confident, more courageous. Stop devaluing yourself. Stop looking for any insecurity, anything which any kind of what I want to say. Stop looking for any faults in yourself and value yourself. Become more confident, become more courageous, more independent. Celebrate your own life. Become aware of your sacred self, of your higher self. Connect with your higher self. Become more spiritually aware. Meditate. Connect with your guides, your angel guides, your spirit guides. Uh, Journal. Write. Express your feelings. If you like to sing, sing. If you like to dance, dance. Do whatever makes you happy to connect with your higher self. Okay, Queen of Swords. Oh, two queens. It might be a same sex relationship. If it is, definitely it's going to be a beautiful relationship. If not, take as it resonates. No, it's a general reading after all. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords talks about independence, unbiased judgment. This also talks about independence, clear boundaries, direct communication. You will have clear boundaries. You will have a direct communication. You will have proper communication. There is no hiding. There is no lies. There is no deception. There is no manipulation. A complete, beautiful connection, clarity in communication, clarity in mind, clear boundaries, valuing each other's physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, valuing each other, giving each other the space you need, and the accepting and appreciating each other. Now, this talks about rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation. So, this is talking about believing, trusting in the divine, giving this energy in divine's hand, resting, meditating, dreaming, and visualizing. And while you meditate, while you visualize, create the reality you want to create in your mind. Write about it. Writing will be a very powerful tool for you. One of you might even be interested in becoming a published author. So definitely before this energy comes in, rest, meditate, connect with your true self, connect with your higher self, take authority of your own life. Do not devalue yourself. Do not find faults in yourself. The way the universe created you, the way God created you, was exactly what was required at that time, or was exactly what is required now in the world. You are an important aspect of this world. You are important. You are valued. You are perfect the way you are. The divine created you for that reason only, because you are perfect. There is nothing to devalue. There is nothing to find faults in. And whoever this your long term relationship will be, whoever this person will value you, will truly connect with you, will truly appreciate everything you have to offer. You can definitely get some messages from songs as well. If you listen to some romantic songs, if you read some romantic novels, if you watch something, a romantic movie, and you might pick up some messages about this person, about your future person, about this energy coming in those songs lyrics, in those dialogues, in those written words. You may find messages as well. You can also write letters, love letters to this person. Even if this person is not in your 3D, you can also write love letters to them, because that is also a way you can manifest this person in your life. Do check out pile 1 if you are already into a mature relationship, or you want to consider a mature relationship where you will settle down, where you will start a family, where you will move in together. And if you want to be in a dating, if you are in a dating phase, or you want to start slow, want to have, you're young and you want to spend some time knowing the person and want to date that person for a while, then check out pile 2. So take as it resonates. Do let me know what you think about these readings, and if you have any suggestions, any reading requests. And I'm really appreciating all the comments, all the feedbacks, all the subscriptions. Please do let me know. in the comment section what you feel about these readings, what you think, what guidance you have, what suggestions you have. And please do consider subscribing if you are liking these readings, if it is aligning with you, if it is resonating with you. Please do consider subscribing. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one.